This morning, I was walking on the treadmill at the gym, and every single morning, I try to walk for 30 to 45 minutes before I hit the weights, and I call it Treadmill University. I want to start my day, I want to learn something new, and this morning, I was listening to none other than Alex Hormozi.
This puppy has 94 grams of protein in it.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that everybody watching our channel probably watches Alex, but this podcast stood out to me because it was all about lessons to his younger self, and that's really what Two Guys Build a Biz is all about. This has always been a place where Derek and I can take lessons, learnings, insights that we've learned from running our business and pass them down to the earlier version of ourselves. And there were so many insights from this that directly correlated to SMMA. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and talk about these. The biggest reason why most entrepreneurs don't succeed is because they're in a rush. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make when it comes to SMMA is be in a huge rush. It leads to poor decision making, it leads to mistakes, and worst of all, it leads from hopping to one thing to the next to the next. I can't tell you how many people I've worked with that have been niche hopping, they've been outreach strategy hopping, and they've been going from one thing to the next to the next because one YouTube guru tells them to do one thing, the next tells them to do something else, and they never actually end up giving any of these strategies enough time to see if they're going to provide any value or lead to any actual meaningful results. When it comes to SMMA or any sort of business in general, you need to be playing the long game. Every strategy that you deploy, everything that you try, you need to give it enough time to actually see if it's going to work out for you or not.
What makes entrepreneurship isn't the work itself, it's actually just not knowing if the work will work. We're afraid of wasted effort, but if it makes you better, then no effort is wasted.
We almost didn't start our social media marketing agency. And the reason for that was, I don't know if I've ever talked really about this on this channel, but prior to starting our SMMA, I actually personally had, I think it was 3 or 4 different failed businesses that never really launched and never really made any money. I had a music blog, I had a vitamin subscription business called Vita Club that lost me thousands of dollars in a really short amount of time. And I was really burnt out on 2 things. 1, investing further time and resources into starting a business when I had just been through this hardship. And 2, I was worried about investing more time, more energy into entrepreneurship and taking away from my personal life and things that I wanted to be doing and not knowing if it was going to work. The thing that I didn't really realize at the time, that in addition to building those businesses that didn't work out at the end, I was also building my skill set. The skills were the things that I was actually building. And then when it came time to start our social media marketing agency, I had a skill set that I could easily deploy into starting our business. This is why it was so easy. Almost overnight, we had our first client paying us almost $3,000 per month because I already knew how to start an LLC. I knew how to build a website. I knew how to set up a business email. I knew how to make all of this look good from the blog that I had started, from the branding that I had done for Vita Club. And I could easily take all of those skills together with Derek, launch an agency, and start invoicing clients in a very, very short amount of time. The same goes for Derek. If you guys didn't know, Derek does jujitsu in his spare time, and he lives in a small town in the mountains. There was one gym that he could do jujitsu at, and it ended up closing in a very short amount of time. He and his other jujitsu friends in town had 2 options. They could either drive across town to go to another jujitsu gym almost a full 90 minutes away, making it 3 hours on a weeknight round trip, not really desirable or feasible, or they could start their own gym. And that's exactly what they ended up doing because of the skills that Derek has created as a social media marketing agency owner. It was easy for him to form an LLC with these other investors, get the gym stood up, come up with a brand, a website, and be completely operational in only a couple of weeks. Skills are income insurance.
You'd be amazed at how much faster you can get to your goals when you don't go backwards 104 days a year. Contrary to what the mediocre masses will tell you, weekends can also be for work.
Now, I'm definitely not going to be a part of the crowd that says that, hey, you need to be a part of hustle culture. You need to work every single weekend. If you're not working from 6 in the morning to 10 o'clock at night, then you're not going to be successful. But what I am going to say is that a lot of people are really squandering the opportunity that a weekend provides to them. I really suggest that you live your weekends with intention. Your weekends might be the only opportunity that you have to really make big progress on your business other than maybe an hour or 2 after work each night. As you grow, your weekends might become more of an opportunity for you to start getting ahead. If you're partying every weekend from happy hour on Thursday afternoon to the early hours of Monday morning, staying out drinking on Sunday night, you're really squandering a huge opportunity that you could be investing in yourself to grow.
You can beat 99% of people simply by continuing to work without needing your immediate reward.
Delayed gratification is a secret weapon of the elite. In 1970, Stanford conducted a well-known study on a lot of kids. It's called the marshmallow study. Basically what they did was they gave a bunch of kids a marshmallow and they said, hey, if you don't eat this after we leave the room until we come back, when we return, we'll reward you with additional marshmallows. What do you think happened? Obviously, very few of those kids were able to delay the gratification, even though they knew if they waited just 15 minutes, they'd have twice as many marshmallows and twice as many treats. What's really interesting though is that later on they ran an additional study and they noticed that the kids that actually were able to delay gratification actually had better outcomes when it came to the later years in life. They had higher ACT and SAT scores, they attained higher levels of education, they had a lower BMI or body mass index, and a lot of other factors as well. I personally find this fascinating, but this is also very very, very important when it comes to SMMA and entrepreneurship. First of all, consistency over time is the most important tactic when it comes to your agency. Simply by continuing to do the work and show up enough times, the odds literally tip into your favor of being successful with an agency. You do enough of the right stuff over a long enough time, you will put money in your pocket with this business model. But SMMA and entrepreneurship is a residual game. At first, it might seem like nothing is happening. This is true for any business. You set up your website, nobody comes and buys from you right away. You think of a name, no money's put into your bank account. But over time, as you start investing and sending out emails and doing outreach and building your network and building your community and making connections, what ends up happening is a critical mass starts to form. You've been doing enough of the right stuff for long enough that things start trickling through the cheese grater. And you get to the point where, like Derek and I are at 8 years into this thing, where you have referrals that are coming left and right. You have so many clients that you're literally staggering onboardings because you don't want to overwhelm your team with workload. And this is all happening with a much lower level of effort than when you were first getting started. There's a really great Jared Leto quote that I heard one time, and he was interviewed and they asked, "You've achieved success in 2 different industries that very, very few people are able to be successful in. How did you do it?" And he said, "I realized that all I needed to do was outlast everybody else and I would be successful."
If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say.
Now, I'm going to say this one with a grain of salt because there's definitely exceptions to this. There's Olympic coaches who have never won a gold medal, who have multiple gold medalists that they've trained, taught, so on and so forth. But what Mozi's getting at here is you need to be very careful of who you trust. If you trust the wrong mentor, it can set you back. You invest in the wrong person, it costs you capital, it costs you time. Everyone's going to have an opinion about what they think is best for you. Here's what you need to know when it comes to people telling you what you should do. Listen to people that have advice that can get you somewhere faster. Big value from people that sell courses, sell mentorships, and all of that is that they're able to collapse time for you. They have a result that you want, they package that up into a course or a program or whatever it is, and they teach that to you in such a way that you're able to actually learn it, digest it, and get value from it. So what you want to be looking at is does this person actually have a proven track record? Are other people saying good things about them? Are other people getting good results from it? If you guys haven't already, we got over 300 people that have joined a Growth Club now. It's our private community of people who are looking to reject mediocrity, level up their business, their lives, their finances, their health. A great video to watch after this one would be this one right here, where Derek talks you through how to start a social media marketing agency this year, completely step by step.